Hey everybody, and welcome to the game according to me. This is your boy AJTRIP, and as normally during the football season, we talk about what's going on in college and pro football, and we will be doing that today. And let's start with the college rankings. All right, so some very interesting rankings this week coming out of the college football committee. Let's take a quick look at them. So we're gonna go back to what the hell just happened. Okay, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go back down to well, I think it gets interesting. It gets interesting at 16 with Colorado. 15 with Texas A&M. 14 with BYU. 13 SMU. 12 Boise State, 11 Tennessee, 10 Georgia, 9 Mississippi, 8 Miami, 7 Alabama, 6 Notre Dame, 5 Indiana, 4 Penn State, 3 Texas, 2 Ohio State, and 1 Oregon. Now, how does that look into the brackets? Well, let me tell you something real quick. So Oregon, being the leader in the Big Ten right now, is the one that they get the number one seed because they're the highest ranked division winner. And if you go down to the next division winner is Texas, or SEC. So they would get the number 2 seed in the college football playoff. Next, it's Miami leading the ACC. So they will get the number 3 seed in the playoffs. And next is Boise State, with them being two rankings ahead of BYU. They will get the 4th seed and the bye. So Oregon, Texas, Miami, and Boise State will get a bye. And the college football player starts right now. Now the 5th highest, the 5th highest team is BYU. So they will automatically become the 12th seed because everybody else is different, then everybody else would slide in from Ohio State down to Georgia. They would slide in. So the first 2 teams that would be out would be Tennessee and SMU. Now SMU still has a chance. SMU, if they continue to win and they go and beat Miami, they'll get they'll get an automatic bid into the ACC conference winner. And then of course you have the Big 12 with BYU and Colorado. Both teams went out. They should both go to the Big 12 championship game, and then that person will get will get a bye as well, or more than likely get the 5th bye. Now there's an outside side for Army, because Army's ranked 19th, and they have the 6th ranked Notre Dame, and they're a good team, and the way Notre Dame has been playing, they should win. But you never know. So if Army can beat Notre Dame, Army can get in there as well. So there's some good stuff going on in college football playoffs, and I am happy they went from 4 to 12. This is so much more interesting. On to the football scores that went down last week. We had Colorado beat Utah 49-24, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Clemson beat Pittsburgh, and 24-20. They still have a chance at. I don't think they have a chance at being in a championship game, but they have a chance of trying to make a wild card. That is for certain. Texas beat Arkansas 20-10. Ohio State blew out Northwestern in the Wrigley Field game, 31-7. Tulane beat Navy 35-0. Alabama, of course, destroyed Mercer 52-7. Michigan State lost to Illinois 38-16. SMU beat Boston College 38-28. Virginia lost to Notre Dame 35-21. Another 20-point-plus victory for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Penn State beat Purdue 49-10. South Carolina beat Missouri 34-30. Arizona State beat Kansas State 24-14. Boise State beat San Jose State 42-21. Oregon, Wisconsin 16-13. A very close victory for Oregon. Gotta give it to the Wisconsin team. They played them very, very well. Tennessee lost to Georgia. That's why Tennessee dropped in the rankings. Tennessee was like 6th or 7th, and they dropped to 11th. 31-17. Texas A&M beat New Mexico State 38-3. Iowa State beat Cincinnati 34-17. New Mexico beat Washington State 38-35. Kansas beat BYU 17-13. That's why BYU, which was ranked like 9th, now drops down to 14th. And UNLV beat San Diego State 41-20. 41-20. Okay, so now let's take a look. Let's take a look at next week's advantage. The next week's show. UNLV is at San State University on Friday. On Saturday, actually starts with SMU at Virginia. Miami of Florida hosting Florida. Ole Miss at Florida. Illinois at Rutgers. Indiana at Ohio State. That's the big game of the day. Can Indiana take down Ohio State and keep it continuing? Because a lot of people think, if they go out there and get blown up by Ohio State, they're gonna fall out of the thing completely. If they win in a close, they lose in a close game, they will. They still may have a shot, maybe not, depending on all the other teams. And if they win, they'll probably replace Ohio State as the number 2 ranked team in the country, and then they'll be ranked like 5th because of that. Georgia at UMass. Georgia hosting UMass. Georgia didn't get the balls to go to UMass. Tennessee's at UTEP, Penn State's at Minnesota, Colorado's at Kansas, BYU's at Arizona State, the Citadels at Clemson. Now they go Clemson. Clemson and Alabama, they love to play these Mercers and these Citadel playing teams for their homecoming game. It's very ridiculous. Texas is hosting Kentucky. South Carolina is hosting Wofford. Notre Dame and hosting Army. That's in the Shamrock Series at Yankee Stadium. Again, that's a very big game. Another big game. Boise State's at Wyoming. Washington State's at Oregon State. Iowa State's at Utah. Texas A&M is at Auburn. And Alabama is at Oklahoma. But there you have it for the college football rankings and college football look back and look ahead in general. Now it's time to do the National Football League. And now the main event, let's go ahead and look at the NFL scores for this past week. let's take a look at last Thursday game. It was a very good game. The Eagles against the Commanders. The Eagles won 26-18. Sunday's action started with the the Raiders and the Dolphins. Dolphins beat the Raiders 34-19. The Saints beat the Browns 35-14. The Colts beat the Jets 28-27. The Vikings beat the Titans 23-23, excuse me. Blocking a last-second field goal, the Packers beat the Bears 20-19. The Lions destroyed the Jaguars 52-6. The Rams beat the Patriots 28-22. The Steelers beat the Ravens without scoring a touchdown 18-16. Seahawks beat the 49ers. Geno Smith last minute drive to score 20-17. The Broncos beat the Falcons 30-6. The Bills beat the Chiefs 30-21. Good game. Chargers beat the Bengals 34-27, and the Texans beat the Cowboys on Monday Night Football 34-10. We look ahead to this week. We've got the Studs and the Browns tomorrow night on Amazon. That should be, it should not be interesting, but it'll be football, so we'll watch it. The Titans are at the Texans, the Vikings are at the Bears, the Cowboys are at the Commanders, Patriots are at the Dolphins, Chiefs are at the Panthers, Buccaneers are at the Giants, Lions are at the Colts, Broncos at the Raiders, Cardinals at the Seahawks, 49ers are at the Packers, Eagles are at the Rams on Sunday Night Football, and Monday Night Football is the Ravens at the Chargers. And there you have it. Look back at week 11. I am so sorry for this truncated episode, guys. As I see, it's only like 14 minutes of talking and action and things like that, so I apologize. I'm a little bit tired because I just don't get sleep like I would like to. CPAP is supposed to help with that, and it's not helping at all. So that's that. Then also I've got a back pain in my lower back on the right hand side. That is just, boy, this is making things uncomfortable for me. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go through my whole spiel that I usually go through at the end of these podcasts. I was gonna, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys for watching and listening on YouTube, and if you're listening on wherever you listen to your podcast, I just want to thank you for doing that. Yeah. So as always, everybody be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there.